our live weekly Love and Romance Tarot Hangout. We do open up the live stream chat for these lives, and so you are welcome to ask questions, talk to each other, etc. But we are going to be doing general readings for each of our 12 beautiful zodiac signs, giving you a weekly theme and overview for what's going on in your love and relationship life for this week. I hope you are all doing wonderful out there. As always, it is great to see everyone in the chat and in the channel. Thank you to my new and returning subscribers as well. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information on the card decks that I use, or would like to leave a donation to the channel, all those links and information are down below in the description box. You can use my PayPal link to send donations that way, or you can send them directly through Super Chat while this live is in session. So we are going to break it down, guys. We're going to look at some tarot, some oracle, as well as our weekly astrological themes. Good to see everyone in the chat. Hey there, HP. Hey there, Ian. Hey, Murray. Murray, I'm not sure if I'll be able to do your reading tomorrow. I just want to let you know that I have quite a lot to do. This week has been very intense, guys. If you were present for my live stream a few days ago, we had a member in here who was really causing a lot of trouble, not just for me, but really more for for a lot of female members of my channel and other people's channel. This guy is a real piece of work, and so we had to address that, and it did take some time and energy to do that, and I've continued to have people messaging me and saying, yeah, he did this to me too. So absolutely, guys, I will make that mention. I have not usually done that when I do a live, but I'm going to put that message out there. Protect your personal information. Protect your info. Do not just give that to any old person that you meet in a chat room, even if you meet them in mine, okay? If you're concerned or you need to vet somebody and make sure that they are who they say they are and they have good intentions, please do message me in advance. I will let you know if I know anything about them personally or not. And it's really up to your own discretion. But just be careful out there, guys. Be careful, because there are people like this Markers guy who was a very strong predator. He's continuing to do it. He's not going to learn. I've seen him in other people's chats that I know as recently as the very day after all that went down here. And he's continuing to just, double down on that behavior. So, there are narcissists, there are predators out there, and a lot of them end up in the spiritual community. Back in my church going days, I'll never forget this one pastor we had. He said, don't you know when the devil landed on earth, he fell straight in the choir loft. And so sometimes, you'll find some of the worst people in the spiritual community. It's just a sad fact. So everybody, just, guard yourself, be careful, use common sense. That's all I'm going to say about that. So, yeah, it's been a long week. It's been a long week taking care of that. And it's sad. I've been very stressed and kind of upset about the fact that, a lot of people that run tarot platforms and things like that have refused to call out that kind of behavior or those kind of people. They don't want to get their hands dirty with it. But you know what? That's not me. I am a strong dragon. I am fiery, and I'm going to stand up for people when they're not being treated right. So, that's if that loses me subs or whatever, I'm not really worried. It's like, what's the worst that can happen if you call out a predatory person? They leave your channel? Oh, darn. You want them to leave your channel. You don't want them harassing your followers, okay? I know I can't police every situation. I know I can't do that, but I am a Capricorn and I am an Aquarius rising. So if I see something wrong, I'm going to speak out against it. I've had people tell me in my life more than once that I would have made a good lawyer. I take that as a compliment. Some people might not. But I will go after people if I feel like they're not doing right. I'm not going to just sit in the dark and let that stuff go down. I am not built that way. I've been an activist from the time I was a little kid, and I will not go silently into that good night, y'all. So I appreciate y'all, and I care very much about how things go down in here. And Good to see you. So let's go ahead and get into our stuff. We're going to start out by looking at our astrology chart and taking a peek at the astrological stuff that's going on for this week ahead, starting with tonight, May 21st. There's definitely reasons why this has been an intense week, why the emotions have been running very high, and a lot of things are coming to light. There are lots of things coming to light, guys. I think that this has been a week of great revelations and reveals and secrets being opened up around the world. That's right, David. Exactly. That's exactly what I said. So here is our chart for today. This is going to carry us through to our week. And so let's see what we've got going on and coming up for this week ahead. So we're starting out with the sun in Gemini. We've got Venus, and the sun just went into Gemini, guys. So happy Gemini season. Happy birthday to all my Gemini folks or people that may be having a birthday coming up over this next month of time. Gemini season is a very talkative time. It's very intellectually energized. It's very intellectually energized. Yes, it is. It really gets our minds working. It gets communication functioning really well. And so that is the sign that we just went into. And actually yesterday, I also wanted to point out, yesterday was would have been my mom and dad's wedding anniversary. May 20th was the day that my parents got hitched. I really, really wish that my dad was still here on the earth plane with us. There's a picture of me, the little dragon, with him on Christmas morning. He would always wear that funny red bathrobe and that hat. You know, and it would have been 49 years if my dad was still hanging out on the earth plane. So yeah, and there's is my mom. That's my mom. And my mom's still around, thank goodness. She's doing well. But that would have been their wedding anniversary yesterday. So this is a special day. May 20th is a special day. That's what I was thinking about and celebrating yesterday, guys. So that's what's been going on with me. So yeah, oh, he's one of my strongest spiritual supporters, allies, protectors. You know, when people try to attack me, I'm like, you're gonna have to go through my dad. And he's a feisty one. He won't put up with you. He's also got a very strong spirit team on his side. Anybody that ever wants to call on my dad's energy, you go for it, because he's a good cat. Very strong, very good soul. So for the week ahead, yes, we do have the sun just gone into the sign of Gemini. So that is, of course, where it will be stationed. Venus, our planet of relationships, is connected up with Mercury. Both are at in the degrees of Gemini here. I'm sorry. Sometimes I think quicker than my mouth will talk. I apologize for that. So Venus and Mercury, both in the sign of Gemini this week. Absolutely, this is a week of communication. It's a week of being very open in your communication, talking to people, telling people how you feel. You know, friendship is probably going to be higher on the horizon. It always is when Venus is in Gemini. Venus in Gemini is not, to me, one of the most like touchy-feely Venus signs. It really is not, because Gemini is an air sign. Air signs are always going to be a little more detached. And so this is definitely a week where I would say it's more possible for friendships and good co-worker relationships connecting and getting going than it is for like super passion, hot love and romance, right? This is also, yet again, a lot of things coming to the surface when it comes to love, when it comes to our feelings, because Gemini energy, which we have quite, 3 planets in that sign this week, this is going to be giving us a lot of that, talk about it, air it out, get it off your chest. What do you have on your mind? It's that kind of stuff. It's also a time when we really want to share information across the board. It's a very strong communication highlight there. tonight, right? Look at this. The moon is at 29 degrees of Virgo right now. So that means it's just about to cross over into the sign of Libra. So that's where it's going to be for most of the weekend. I do like that because the moon in Libra will create a nice trine to this Gemini energy. And when we have a trine going, things are a little bit easier flowing. They feel a little bit less, difficult, less challenged. There's less blockage. There's less blockage. And so if you're looking to connect, intellectually, mentally, bring things back to balance and harmony, that's a very good, nice energy for this weekend coming up. We do still have Mars in the sign of Cancer, and I would say that Mars in Cancer is a very moody placement for Mars because Cancer is ruled by the moon. And so when you put lunar energy together with Martian energy, it just gets going in a very moody way because Mars, of course, is our aggression, it's our energy, it's our direct forward motion. And when you put it next to the sign of the moon or in the sign of the moon, it's really going to create that moodiness, that up and down, the ebbs and falls, and they're a lot stronger because it's Mars, right? Mars creates a lot of ebb and flow, a lot of ups and downs. So we'll continue to feel that, of course, this week. Let's see what else we've got going on. So yeah, Jupiter. Yeah, Jupiter went into Pisces this last week. That's right. And we have, of course, Neptune still in Pisces. These guys are just hanging out in their usual stations, but I will say that I really like this energy right here. Saturn in Aquarius is making this nice trine to our Gemini planets. That's a very positive alignment, and it really helps you to get some solid, concrete work done. When it comes to relationship, when it comes to communication, and when it comes to your basic life force. If there's been something you've been really trying to push ahead or do, this next couple weeks is actually quite nice for that because Saturn will be in harmony with those Gemini planets. We are also building up to our big full moon on the 26th. That is going to be in the sign of Sagittarius. So we are getting ready to have a lunar eclipse full moon on the 26th. I am working on individual full moon readings, of course, as I always do for all of my signs. So check those. I will be posting them soon. And that's going to be a big full moon. That's going to be big. The other thing that I love about that is I feel like, our last full moon occultation was in Scorpio. And that Scorpio full moon, that stuff will bring things to the surface. And that's certainly what has happened here over this past week is that we have had the full moon Scorpio energy revealing secrets, revealing corruption, revealing things that people have been trying to hide or have hidden in plain sight. It's sort of like the buck stops here. The buck stops here. So it's very, very powerful and very good. Where we're really having a lot of revelations, things coming to the surface. Maybe people were doing stuff for a long time that was being hidden. And then those kind of planetary transits happen and they can no longer hide. It comes to the surface. My feeling is anything that's ever done, just give it enough time. It will be revealed, right? It will be revealed. There's nothing you can do about it. If you're doing nefarious things or you're sneaking around behind people's backs, it reminds me of that old song, you might run on for a long time, but tell you God Almighty is going to cut you down. You might throw your rock, hide your head, work in the dark with your fellow man. You're going to reap just what you sow. That kind of stuff coming around. The full moon in Sagittarius, likewise, is another very truth-seeking moon sign. It's really all about revealing the ultimate truth. That's what Sagittarius is. No sugarcoating. The truth is coming out. That's the way it works with Sagittarius. So I would say, if you got anything out there, y'all, to get off your chest, or if you've got something you've been trying to hide, it ain't going to hide any longer. Ain't going to hide any longer. Be authentic. Be transparent. Have integrity in your words and actions and deeds, because if you do that, it's, the universe is always going to be on your side. It's always going to be on your side when you do that. Good to see you all. Good to see you, Nixie, Denise, Justin, Dragon Emperor. I want you all to know that both Justin, our Dragon Emperor, and Denise Benoit, she is under Mama D Tarot, just the letter D. And both of them have new tarot channels that they're trying to get built up. So let's support them. Check them both out. Throw a subscription their way. because we're all here in this together. We are. And I always like to support the folks that support me. It's always, you know, it's a good way to keep connected. And they're both good. They're both really genuine, authentic. They're good readers. And I very much like and appreciate them both for their honesty and their authenticity. Yeah. Oh, good for you, Yui. Thank you, and good to see you again in the chat tonight, sweetheart. So let's go ahead. We're gonna burn some sage. I got the big sage tonight. Look at this. I got the big sage. I got the value pack. We're gonna burn some sage. We're gonna burn some sweetgrass. We're gonna hit some tuning forks. We're gonna clear and protect our space. Always the great way to start out. Fridays are great days. They're Venus ruled days. And so they're great for doing any kind of ritual work and making some effort for you know, creating and cultivating greater love and understanding. Oh, you're welcome, Justin. Always, 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 you are welcome. Yes. Boy, that feels good. That feels good. It feels nice. Very grounding tonight. It's been a week. It's been a lot. It's been a lot, you know, guys, because whenever I have to take care of something like that, I'm feeling everybody's stuff, you know, and it just can be a bit much. It can be a lot. I did do some good clearing work. I did some clearing, some incense through the week, so we're good. We're good and cleansed out. We are. All right. Let's rock and roll. Thank you for doing that, Yuyi. You know, something I'm thinking about doing that might just be a bit of fun is I'm thinking about, like, there's a lot of times when I just sit and practice piano and I sing and practice playing the piano. I'm thinking about just live streaming those times when I do that. I don't know if anyone else would enjoy listening to my piano practicing sessions, but I think I might do that and see if people like it. I don't know if I would leave the file, the videos up after the fact, because some of the songs might be copyrighted, you know. But I'm thinking about just live streaming some of my piano practice times, yeah, because I think it would be fun. Okay, Krista, good to hear that. If you think you might enjoy it, I'll do it. Yeah, I love playing, and it's healing and helpful for me, and I'm gonna do it anyway, so maybe I'll make it public. Ah, yeah, HP, that's true. All right, Yuyi. I might do that either later tonight or tomorrow sometime, whenever I sit down and just play. It's always helpful for me, and it might be fun for other people to just kind of chill out with it. All right. Thank you so much, Krista and Eric, all my moderators. Hey, Brenda, good to see you back, babe. Doing good. I'm doing so much better. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, Gwen. In that case, I might just stick to playing my own music because I got plenty of stuff I've written myself. Hey, Ms. Mayhem. Good to see you. Thanks, Silver Star. Thanks for being here. Thanks to all my moderators for helping out as always. You guys are great. I hope Moonchild shows up again. David, you're my little fighting Irish boy. You're out, yeah. He up there in Baltimore, scrapping it out, toughing it out every day. That's a tough town. You got to be strong to live there. Cool, Denise. Yeah, I love playing. I love playing piano, playing harp, playing, just singing. I love it all. Really enjoy it. All right, guys. Let's let the dragon roar. Here's our little T-Rex here. Let's little Draco let him roar. Yeah. All right, so let's start out with our rambunctious Aries, the rambunctious Rams. I hope you guys are doing great this week, Aries. Hope it's been good for you. Hope things have been well. Love my Aries fire. Love my Aries fire, folks. Let's see what we've got. Oh, I love her, Ms. Mayhem. Yes. Yes. All right. So, dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please let's see what we have for our beautiful Aries this week. Coming up in their love and relationship life. Show us any messages or information that they may need for their highest good for this week ahead. And Aries, keep in mind these are general. If they don't resonate with you, you may want to check the placements in your personal astrology chart. And these are for anyone, single, coupled, or in separation. All right, Aries, you're working this week. For some of you, you might be working on love. You might be working on that relationship dynamic to make it better, to make it connect stronger. This could also mean that you are just more busy than usual at your own job, at your own career. The person you love or the person you're in a relationship may be really busy with work or their career. So take that as it resonates to your situation. But work is affecting your love life this week, Aries. Work is a thing. So let's get into your tarot. Let's get some messages for Aries, please. What should they expect through their week? Ooh, these want to come out. Yeah. Interesting. All right, Aries. So for some of y'all, you have a very strong love connection, either in your life already or somewhere on the horizon. Two of Cups is coming out. The other thing that I will say is that the Two of Cups, if you're already in a relationship or you're in a separated situation or something where you've had a misunderstanding, this is the card of deep relationship healing. And that may be relating back to that kind of work that you're doing. You might be doing a lot of work to do some healing around a relationship or a love dynamic here. And it is clarified by the Two of Wands. Wow, 2 and 2 coming up together here. So this definitely shows that there's something where you're working together, probably with a partner, Or you might even be choosing, for some of my single Aries that are dating, you know, and you may be casually dating different people. This is a time where you've got to make a decision. It's like door number one or door number two. Which person do I really feel has the greatest, you know, chance of success, chance of going long term? It's also, you know, potentially moving somewhere with your partner, going somewhere new, or maybe they live at a distance and you've got to make a decision whether or not to move closer to be with them or vice versa. In the center, we have the 10 of Swords. So I do feel that there's a walking away from something. I feel like this is the end of a difficult situation coming to an end, and it is that Swords element. So you may be really, you know, have had a lot of anxiety or a lot of stress about something. And I think that when you step away from it and you let things kind of go, you let the harder stuff go, things start to improve, right? Because this is kind of like making that very conscious decision to put down those worries, those fears, those difficult times, and move forward. There's an element that just feels like travel and movement here. Look at that. Knight of Cups. And to me, right on top of it, yeah, there's some kind of emotional forward movement this week, Aries. Knight of Cups is all about going forward in love, offering, you know, a love cup to somebody or having them offer their cup of love to you. So to me, once you kind of step away from the situation, get a little detachment, get a little distance so that you can see the big picture, right? Because you might be seeing it up close a little too much. Once you step away, things start to move. They start to move. You know, sometimes when you back off, the person that is really meant for you, they're going to come to you. They're going to be like, no, wait, I want to be in your life. The outcome is beautiful here, the Sun card, and that's why I feel like when you know, kind of take a back step or get a little bit of space, you know, for yourself around a relationship dynamic, it improves it quite a bit because the Sun card is our most positive card in the tarot. It is a return of joy, success, brilliant opportunities. It's a very nice card, especially for Aries. It's that Leo energy. It's very fiery, very bright, brings back that fun, the playfulness, the innocence. It feels great. Feels great, Aries. Thank you. Oh, Aries! What? Look at this. Sun clarifying, the sun coming out for you. What a great read for you guys. So this is doubling up that energy. That's cool. That's really cool because to me, the sun with the sun, wow, something very positive, some really positive breakthroughs. I think you're leaving a lot of difficulty and hardship behind this week. I really do. Look at that, Queen of Wands. Strong Leo energy on this reading. Very strong Leo energy on this reading. You might have Leo in your own chart, or you might be working or dealing with a Leo here, Aries. But if not, if this is for, you know, for the singles, this is you like really stepping back into your power, really reclaiming your throne, your sovereignty. And look at that Temperance card, that Sagittarius. You got all these fire signs in here supporting you, Aries. This is about balance, moderation, resilience, remembering that you're so much stronger than you thought, coming through a difficult situation and remembering, hey, it might have been a little bit of a hard time or even a lot of a hard time, but it's made me stronger, it's made me tougher, and it's made me a better person. Wow, what a great read. So let's get it, Aries. Let's get an affirmation on this for you. I feel like your work is paying off for you. Like any kind of work that you've done on your personal growth is really radiating into your personal relationships, and it's really having a positive effect on you very strongly this week. Planning. Yes, we got plans. We got plans. Look at that. Now is the time to lay down the foundations for your future, and financial gains are more than likely. So there's that work card coming back into it. I feel like a lot of my Aries are, you know, you're really working on something. Whether you're single, coupled, whatever the relationship situation, like you're doing a lot of work. Spiritually, emotionally, physically manifesting things. Very happy for this read for you, Aries. This was a nice one. This was a really, really nice read for you this week. All right. Hey there, Jason. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. All right, Taurus, let's see what we've got coming up for the cows and the bulls out there. Hope y'all are doing great this week, Taurus. I hope it has been a nice cycle with the sun. We finished up your cycle of Taurus. We just started the sun's journey in Gemini. So let's see what we've got for you this week in love and relationships. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please show us our Taurus folks for this week ahead. Any information and guidance that they need for their highest good. And Taurus, keep in mind these are general. If it doesn't resonate with you, you may want to check your other placements in your astrology chart. And this can be for anybody, single, coupled, or in a separated situation. Take it as it resonates to you. Soul symbol. So come back to center here, Taurus. The soul symbol card really encourages you to pay attention to signs and synchronicities. Sometimes it can be a physical item that you keep, having either given to you or you keep encountering it across life, and it's like it really is something that's very important to you, and it helps you to know that you're on the right track. Yeah, center yourself. That's what I would say around your love and relationship life this week, is to get centered, get clear. Maybe do some soul searching, maybe do a little meditation and really tap into that inner part of yourself. Let's get into, you may even get, some kind of gift or some kind of thing coming into your life, or you might just see something that reminds you of something that, used to be very important to you spiritually. Let's get into some tarot for you for this week. All right, guys. A lot of information overload this week, Taurus. We got the Knight of Swords coming in, so there could be a lot on your mind. You might be feeling a little anxious, a little nervous, but you do have a lot to say. You do have a lot going on. This can also be some very strong air energy. Very strong Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius going on there. And we've got the Five of Swords. Wow. Wow. So to me, that's a card of standing up and fighting for something or turning and walking away. It's also a card that encourages you to avoid people that win at all costs, people that don't mind stepping on others to get ahead. It also encourages you to not fall into that kind of behavior, to be very honest, have a lot of integrity about what you're doing, what you're saying. It's very important this week. Very important this week. We do have the Seven of Swords as well in the center of this. So yet again, to me, the Five and the Seven of Swords are some of the most difficult cards in the tarot. And they really do encourage us to be honest. Be very honest. Have integrity in your life, in your words, in your deeds. There could be people that might not be, the most having most integrity with you, right? This is always that potential for somebody going behind your back, doing something that you don't like, etc. It's a narcissistic energy with the Five and the Seven of Swords. So yeah, make sure that you're being very honest and above board, because that's an important thing to keep going here. In a relationship situation, this could be lack of honesty, lack of clarity, people not being the most forthright with you, or you not being the most forthright with them. So make sure that you're not playing into that. Make sure that you're not wearing a mask in any situation here. Yeah, Knight of Cups. And this could be both. This could be somebody coming into your life with a love offer, and it may not be the best or the best intentioned, even if it seems really good. There's that Knight of Cups. To me, this is just, that's an icky one, guys. So I would say be on watch. That's why that soul symbol is there for you. Be very careful about, who you accept into your life. Pay attention to the signs, the symbols, the synchronicities, the feelings that you feel. Like, don't just buy into anything, even if somebody says, oh yeah, this is for you, and you're like, I don't know about that, make sure that you vet it out. Queen of Cups coming in here, Taurus. So to me, this is about emotional boundaries and really setting those boundaries. This is our Scorpio queen. And so she is careful about who she allows into her world, right? So be careful, be on guard, be vigilant this week. You know, I would say that, you know, if you're in a love relationship and it's already pretty good and solid, I wouldn't worry about this, but this could be friendships, it could be potential coworkers, it could be those kind of people as well, that aren't being completely honest, and you just need to be on a little bit of guard, not being fearful, but just being watchful, just being, you know, watchful of who maybe is stepping over your boundaries. And also, of course, the reminder, don't be that person to someone else. Like if somebody puts a boundary down with you, respect it, right? It's kind of an equal give and take. Let's see what we have clarifying our Queen of Cups, please. Five of Wands. Yeah, I mean, this is really a tussle. It might be a bit of a struggle. It might be a bit of a struggle inside to put those boundaries down and to really honor them and to uphold them. It may really, yeah, I hear it, Denise. That's, you know, and yeah, this is a strong reading. On the underside, we do have the Two of Swords for you here, Taurus. So to me, that's a decision-making process as well. And it's really a decision not to live in the dark. It's to take that blindfold off, make the decisions that you need to make, right? Don't procrastinate. Do it now, right? It's going to bring you back to balance because you've been in this hangman's tree for a little while, feeling pulled in two different directions. It's also an ego thing, you know. It's releasing ego. It's releasing things from your life that don't help you on your spiritual journey or path, right? So, you know, this could be releasing a relationship for some of you this week. This could be releasing, you know, associations that just aren't, you know, the highest and best for you. Really having good, healthy emotional boundaries or romantic boundaries around yourself. So let's get an affirmation for you, Taurus. What a week. Reinvent yourself. Wow. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. A transformation is taking place. Enjoy a new lease on life. So Taurus, it's time to change some things within yourself, within, you know, maybe your circle. Very, very powerful read. I really liked it. This is a good one. Makes a lot of sense on a lot of levels to me. Oh yes, it makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna tap those cards. Get them cleared. Always use that. The selenite is the magic wand. The selenite is the magic wand of the gemstone world. You hit that with a selenite. You're clearing them cards out. All right. All right, Gemini, happy birthday to you. We just went into your sign, into your time. Just yesterday, we started our journey of the sun, transiting through the sign of Gemini. Also this week, Venus and Mercury are in your sign. So happy birthday to all my Gemini folks out there. I hope you are doing great. Let's get into your weekly love forecast for the week. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians and ancestors, show us what we need to see for our beautiful Geminis out there. Any information that they need for their highest good. And Gemini, keep in mind, these are general readings. If they don't resonate with you, you may want to check the placements of the rest of your birth chart. And also, these are for anyone, whether you are single, coupled, or in separation. Take these to your situation. All right, Gemini, so celebrations. Some of y'all might be celebrating a birthday, straight up. That's what's going on for Gemini right now. So, you know, that's a very beautiful energy. It really, to me, this almost, you know, you see the lanterns, you see that kind of happy, joyous feeling. It reminds me a little bit of Three of Cups. You might be really celebrating something or getting some good news from someone else this week. So that's always a favorable card to come out. So let's get some tarot on this for our Geminis, please, for their love and romance life this week ahead. Wow, that's intense. Let me try this again. Let me see, because that was almost identical to the Taurus energy. They come out again. I'm just going to take them though. There we go. Just clear that Taurus readout. All right, Gemini. So we're starting out with the Four of Pentacles. This is that feeling of holding on to something. In a love reading, it's really holding on to something in that heart chakra or that heart space. It may be hard for you to let go of something. Might need to. You might need to. Or you might be scared to let go of something because you feel like, well, if I let go of this, I won't get anything better ever. But that's not something you want to tap into. It also can be, financial concerns. You might be really spending a lot less or being very careful about how you invest or plan your money. Yeah, could be that as well. So let's see what clarifies this. Why do we have this Four of Pentacles here for Gemini, please? Some of you might have your heart chakra kind of closed. Some of you might be kind of like, oh, I don't want to let anyone in right now. But somebody might be knocking on your door with this Knight of Cups, because the Knight of Cups, he's been coming up. This is like the third reading I've done, and he's been in every one of these readings. Very interesting. So Knight of Cups, those are those love offers. Sometimes these are people that seem a little too good to be true. So keep that in mind. This can sometimes be that like, someone coming on really strong, really romantic, you're the only one for me, lover girl, lover boy kind of thing, very seductive. And sometimes it's a good one and sometimes it's not. And so you might be having a love offer or considering a love offer, and you're kind of like, should I open up to this? Should I do this? Is this a good investment? Is this person everything that they seem to be? I would tap into your sense of balance. Notice how much reciprocity is here in this connection, because the Six of Pentacles is all about equal give and take. If you find that you're doing all of the work in a situation like this or a love relationship, it's probably not right. If you're doing everything and there's no balance, there should be an equal give and take. And it's not like you're keeping score. It's not tit for tat, like, well, you did this, so I have to do that. It's not like that. You just know when you're in the flow. You know when you're in the flow. You know when a relationship is flowing well. You don't even have to talk about it, because it's like, oh yeah, it's there's ease to it, right? There's a nice equal give and take balance. So keep that in mind, Gemini. This is a week where you don't want to be the one doing all the work in a situation. It needs to have an equal reciprocity. Eight of Wands. I think once you start to pay attention to that feeling of harmony and equilibrium, things will start moving very quickly. Here's that Eight of Wands. There is a lot of energy in your corner, in your personal energy field this week, because we've got 3 planets in your sign. So I do feel like, you have this potential to get a lot of things out there. You might end up having some little spats, arguments, little conflicts coming up, a little bit of push and pull, because there's a spark that comes along with the 5 of Wands. You might have a little tussle. You might have a little tussle energy going on, a little bit of back and forth, hitting some sticks with someone else, a little bit of sparring. I wouldn't take it too hard, right? It's just see the way that people are if they're challenged. Yeah, that's going to tell you a lot. Arguments are important for a relationship, because we really see the way somebody fights, the way that they handle conflict. It's very important. It's very important. Some of y'all might be in a new relationship, and this might be the week where you have your first fight, and it's like, oh my God, you know how that is when you're in a new relationship and you have your first argument. But it's going to reveal a lot of things if that's your situation. Yeah. Oh yeah. This could be definitely a week where you have some arguments. Oh my goodness. There's that Tower. There's that Mars energy. We got fire here, guys. And it's really, it could play out differently for different people. For some people, it'll just be sort of that test of, you know, the strength of the connection and the relationship. For some people, if things are already really rocky, it could end it all together. You know, that would be the more extreme case, which I wouldn't say would be as many people, but I do feel a tussle in here. There's a tussle. But I do feel because of that celebration card, I think you can get through it this week. I think overall the news is good. You know, it's happy. The King of Cups underneath is here to really stabilize things. This is a very nice healing energy. So, you know how that is. Sometimes, you know, we have to have an argument to really clear the air. And really learn a little bit more about each other. Arguments are great if they teach you something. Conflict is great if it teaches you something, right? That's the whole point. On the bottom of the second deck, we have Temperance. So this again, coming back to balance, coming back to moderation. That's that Sagittarius energy. That's your equal opposite sign, Gemini. So I do feel like there's a little bit of low-key balance work going on here in your relationships this week. So let's see what we've got for you in the affirmations, Gemini. Perseverance. Do not give up. For most of you, I feel like this is the week where your relationship or potential relationship might get a little tested, might be a little argument, but I really think you're going to get through it. You may feel like you're getting nowhere, but there are wonderful changes up ahead. Don't give up this week, Gemini. This is a great reading. It's really good. I feel like sometimes this is like one of them like meat and potatoes reading where you really get into some you know, solid, tangible things that have to be worked out to continue to grow and go ahead in a love situation. So it's actually very positive. It is, even though you may feel like, oh, I'm so annoyed at them. To me, it's like if you didn't have some fire and some sparks between you, it's like it kind of gives you that test. How much do you care about this? And honestly, it's like sometimes we fight more intensely with the people we really, really love because, you know, we have more at stake. Our heart is more involved and our passions get riled a little more. So that's the thing, you know. It's not healthy to fight all the time, but once in a while, it's like sometimes them sparks come out. Hey there, Quinn. Yeah, Krista, this sometimes feels like a little bit Capricorn, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that Gemini energy. But we're hitting it right now. You know, it's like we're really getting a lot of messages through that sign for all of us. So, you know, it could relate to other people for sure right now. So let's get into Cancer. Let's see what Cancer's got going on. Cancer, I would tell you straight up, you know, as we head into Gemini season, just started this week, it is going to make you a little more sensitive, a little more introspective, and really create that need to cleanse and clear to a degree. And simply because when the sun or other planets are in the sign of Gemini, it puts all that energy in your universal 12th house. And the 12th house of the chart is the last house. And so on a universal level, now if you have a, you know, depending on your rising, if you're a Cancer rising as well, you're going to feel it there on a personal level as well as the universal. But I would say that it's definitely a week where you're a little bit more sensitive, a little bit more withdrawn, and you're doing some clearing work. You're doing some inner work. So just be aware that you might be a little more sensitive, a little more empathic, feeling things a little bit closer to the heart, right? That's just, you know, a little more touchy, a little more weepy. That's the way it goes. Let's get into your love reading for the week, Cancer. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please show us our beautiful Cancers. What do they need to be aware of this week in love and romance? Give us any messages for them. And Cancer, keep in mind these are general readings. If it doesn't resonate with you, you may want to check the placements of your personal astrology chart. And these are for anyone, whether you're single, coupled, or in separation. Take them as they resonate to you. Not a surprise that this one is coming up, Cancer. The card of children. Cancer, you do rule children. You do rule home and family. You do rule those family dynamics. You are the mother sign. Very nurturing and very, very tapped into that kind of power. So This could be a week where your children or their children are very much a part of your relationship journey or dynamic. You could be having that discussion about whether or not somebody wants to have kids. If you want to have kids, that's a huge thing in a relationship if you don't agree on that kind of thing. So those kind of things could be coming up very, very strongly for you this week. There is a very strong child dynamic. You might be really united in caring for a child together, all that kind of stuff. So let's get some cards on this. Let's get some tarot on this for Cancer, please. Right, yeah, woo! Seven of Pentacles, steady as she goes. You're really planting those ideas for the future. And I really feel that, you know, for you, it is so much about, you know, wanting to, you know, plan for the future, wanting to, you know, put those seeds in the ground, knowing that they're going to, you know, grow, knowing that they're going to bring, you know, an abundance or something, you know, in the long term. So you are thinking very long term in your relationships and your love life this week. And yeah, it may be about kids. It may be about, you know, family dynamics and how you want to create or not create that. Let's see what we have on top of the Seven of Pentacles for Cancer, please. High Priestess, yeah, and their power is in here too, because the High Priestess is that lunar energy. It's all about, you know, you tapping into your subconscious, tapping into what it is you really want. So I would definitely this week use your intuition, Cancer, about what it is that you want to plant, what it is that you want to see grow and prosper over time. Right in the center, yeah, Two of Wands. You may be making some choices this week. Door number one, door number two. What does my partner want? What do I want? Two of Wands is all about decisions, about where you go next in the world or go next together. Wow. But yeah, these are, you know, these are partnering up with others that share your dreams, expanding plans, continuing to move forward. Could be some new beginnings coming in this week. Let's see what we've got clarifying this for you. And the Emperor. Yeah, these are bold choices. For some of you, you may have Aries in your chart or be working with an Aries, because both the Two of Wands and the Emperor card are strong Aries energy. They really are. They're also the initiation of life. And Cancer, this could be a week for some of you where you're really putting that out there. Like, should we initiate a new life? Should we have kids? Should we bring that about or not, right? That's something you might be, for some of you, really making a decision about this. Eight of Cups, right? So I feel like if something doesn't feel right to you, you may be considering letting it go. Like, even if for like a single Cancer, like if you're dating and maybe you meet somebody and they seem pretty cool, but then when it comes to the issue of home and family, if they start kind of hedging and going, I don't know if I really want that, or, you know, maybe you have kids and they're not cool with it or something, you know, it's just something with that dynamic. And I feel like if that's the case, you may be walking away from it because it's not going to be emotionally or spiritually fulfilling to you over time. Let's see what we have, you know, and I think that if you don't get what you want in that area, yeah, you won't stay with it. You won't stay with it. They've got to want the same things on that level with you. For some of you, you know, it may not even be about kids. It may not even be about kids. It may be about something else, you know, because that's, to me, like, that's one of those big things that is kind of a deal breaker in a relationship. There's certain fundamental things that you kind of have to agree on, or you're going to have a lot of trouble down the road. It's going to be a constant source of frustration. So, you know, it may just be values. It may just be values around work, business, where you want to live. All that kind of stuff could be coming up in a big, big way. But I feel like more likely than not, Cancer, if something doesn't feel right to you, you're walking away from it. With this Eight of Cups and this Queen of Swords sitting on top of it, if they don't want the same things out of life that you do, the basic fundamental stuff, right? You know, it's like, don't sweat the small stuff, but we're talking about big foundational things. if they aren't on that same page with you, I feel like you're cutting it out. You're just done. You're like, no, this isn't worth the drama or the stress, because that's Queen of Swords. You know, she's that Libra energy, and she has that understanding of, you know, feminine, you know, subtle energies, and she really has that beautiful connection and that understanding of relationships and balance. But when you have the Swords energy, that's her air energy, she's also capable of making those hard choices. Even if it hurts, you know, even if it hurts, she knows that over the long term, it's a better decision for her and herself and others. I do feel like you have quite a victory this week. You know, you really will come out well, Cancer, no matter what you decide, because there's that Ace of Swords. That's freedom, it's victory, success, using your mind in a good way to bring about what you need, and really being very clear about what you need. And look on the bottom, we've got our Chariot card. We had both of the power cards for Cancer in the major arcana on this reading. So to me, you're definitely stepping into your power here, really moving forward in a good way, because I feel like you really understand deep inside what it is that you value and what it is that you want, right? And when you know what you want, know thyself, and all things will unfold. Because when you really know what you want, you won't be swayed. I know what's good for me. I know what I need, and I'm going to move on if I'm not getting it. So let's get an affirmation for you on this. Intuition. Cancer. Between that Chariot card, the High Priestess, intuition is huge this week about this. Trust your intuition. It's a great time to learn a new skill, change careers, invest money. Financial investment could be there. Cancer, this is investing in your future and what's right for you. I think that you're really walking away from anything that just doesn't feel right to you, and it's because you listen to your intuition. Very nice, very powerful reading for you. Definitely stepping into your power center here this week, Cancer. I feel like you're really putting your foot down, or your crab claw down, and not in any big bad way. It's just sort of like a natural letting go. It's like, you know what? I know what's right for me, and I'm not going to try to make myself fit into a shape or a box that isn't right for me. Wow. All right, guys. Hope you're doing good out there. We got a Leo coming up into the house. Let's see how our lions are doing. I'm feeling good for Leo these days. I think Leo's working through a lot of stuff. I absolutely do. But I think a lot of good things are changing and shifting. Very, very good for Leo going on. So dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, please show us what we have for our beautiful Leos in the house. Any information, divine guidance that they need in their love area. Let's see what we've got going on this week. And Leo, keep in mind that these are general readings. If it doesn't resonate with you, you may want to check the other placements in your personal natal chart. And these are for anyone, whether you are single, coupled, or in a separated situation. Wow. Okay, Leo, you're bringing this card up too. Children is coming up for Leo as well. Cancer had the same thing. So if you have Cancer in your chart, go check the Cancer reading too, Leo. Interestingly enough, you know, Cancer and Leo are the two signs that are most intimately connected with children. I would say that Cancer energy is really about, you know, the family roots, the soul's origins, building that home, nurturing the home, and therefore nurturing children if they are in the home. But Leo is the joy of children. Leo is the fun, right? It's the creative side. It's like, let's play some games. Let's have a good time. That's that child energy that Leo, it's very creative, right? But Cancer and Leo are both very strongly aligned with the child energy and the inner child as well, that we all hopefully try to preserve and work with. I'm big on my inner child. My inner dragon child. When I was a young dragon. I don't think I ever totally grew up. All right, Leo, so let's see what we've got for your tarot this week. Please, Spirit, let's get 3 to start for our lions and lionesses out there. Ooh, Leo. Did I say that we are going through, Leos are going through some things. Yes, yes, yes. We've got the 9 of Swords. So this is a lot of thoughts, sleepless nights, a little dark night of the soul. This could be anxieties, stress, tension, things coming up to the surface for you. So you might be working through some stuff this week, Leo, no doubt. You might be having some kind of feelings about somebody, or they might be feeling something about you. You might be kind of just, really kind of like, oh, hold on, what do I do about this? How do I handle this? Let's get a clarifier on this, please, Spirit, for Leo. Three of Cups. Aww. So Leo, I feel like y'all, it's like you really want things to just be happy. You really want things to be good. But if they're not flowing the way that you would like, you're really stressed. For some of you, this is a relationship with your kids, or a dynamic around children in your relationships, in your love life. You just want to have fun and play, right? 3 of Cups. But there's something that's blocking this. There's something, whether it's them or you, there's something that's got you stressed out. We're going to get a little deeper into this. All right, so right in the center, we have our renewal. It's the same as the Judgment card in the traditional tarot. It's a Pluto-ruled card. Pluto is the planet that rules Scorpio. The major arcana card for Scorpio is the Death card. So that's why I often say that the Judgment card is a higher vibration of the Death card. It's that phoenix from the ashes after the big transition, after the big death, after the change. And so what I feel, Leo, right in the center of this, is you do want resurrection, you want healing, you want restoration, you want things to come full circle. And I do feel with that card, there is the chance, to kind of review the past and head in a new direction. It brings clarity on life purpose. It reminds you that in your heart, you know exactly what to do. So if you've been kind of overthinking it, that's not going to get you anywhere, right? It's time to turn away the overthinking and feel more. Feel more with the heart. Leo, you are the sign that rules the heart, and you have a very strong heart center. So let's see what we've got clarifying the Judgment card for Leo, please. Two of Pentacles. So there is balance. Yeah. This, I think, is really a beautiful energy, because what I feel is there may have been an imbalance for you recently, in your own life and in your love life, or maybe, you or your potential partner or current partner are overthinking a situation. And this Two of Pentacles is really trying to bring you back to a stable place where things are more fun, where you're, staying in the moment and not worrying so much into the future. That may be something that's really, and because that Child card is in there, if you're currently in a relationship where there's children involved, it could be worries with the kids, or you could be having arguments with the kids, and it might be like, how do we handle this? How do we do this? How do we help them? How do, we work this through as a family dynamic? And how does my relationship not get damaged in the process? All that stuff could be coming up this week. But I feel like with Judgment and the Two of Pentacles, this is saying, give, not so much giving peace a chance necessarily, but giving renewal a chance, giving rebirth a chance, right? And staying in the moment, because Two of Pentacles is staying in the moment, and it's balancing two aspects of our life. It could be balancing work and family, your, love relationship, work versus relationship with children or their children. That's a very possible thing. There are decisions that may be needing to be made this week. There is that Two of Swords. That's Libra energy. Again, this is, just like the Two of Pentacles, all our twos are really about some kind of balance. Some kind of balance going on. So Leo, absolutely. This is a week where it's not good to overthink, overanalyze, or procrastinate too much. It's good to just make a decision, even if you're not crazy about the decision. it's good to just go ahead and make it, because that'll get you moving forward. And if you need to adjust or review or redo at some point in the future, that's fine too. So let's get a clarifier, please, on this Two of Swords. And we have the Fool. Yes, there it is. That's the magic. That's the magic card. That's the key here. Take a leap of faith. Embrace innocence. Don't overthink. Don't overanalyze. Just go with the flow this week, Leo. Absolutely. Don't stall out. Don't stall out. We do have the Lovers card here, so communication is very key. We are stepping in that Gemini energy this week. And, you know, Gemini rules the Lovers card. So make sure you're communicating. Make sure that you're talking about things with your partner or prospective partner, because it's very important. That's really what it's about right now. Oh, and the Ten of Cups. So I do feel like even though there may be some tension, there may be some strain and some things to work through, these are both very happy cards here on the bottom. The Lovers and the Ten of Cups are very happy, very, you know, blissful, especially in a love read. So I feel like by working this stuff out, it's going to get a lot better. It's going to get a lot better. There's some good things there for you, Leo. So let's get an affirmation for you. Achievement. Yes, there is some achievement action going on this week for the Lions. Enjoy the limelight. Yeah, Leo, that's a good one for you. You've earned it. Although on the family front, someone's health could cause some secret worries and sleepless nights. Oh, now that's interesting, because we had the sleepless nights in here. We absolutely had the sleepless nights, and we had the family energy. So, you know, maybe one of your kids is sick. Maybe they're going through a thing. Maybe they're going through a heartbreak or something that's really difficult for them. And it's a week where, you know, there's a lot of good things that are coming through for you, but you may have somebody that needs your help, and it may be really weighing heavy on your heart. That's a, wow. Powerful reading, Leo. That's a powerful one. I know my Leos are going through some things. They really are. Not bad things, but definitely some things. They're working through some things. These have been good. These readings feel real in tune. They feel real in tune. Sometimes you just, really. You're a January dude. Yeah, I'm a January dudette. I think it's funny, David, that we have a lineup in here. We have you on January 17th. Krista, our moderator, is on January 18th, and I'm on January 19th. I think that's really funny that we got some late degree Capricorn action going on. 17, 18, 19. We got it. We got it in here. Isn't that wild? Goats definitely kind of flock together. You know, goats are real, like, we kind of like people that are like ourselves, and so we tend to attract each other. We do, because we're sitting there going, people are idiots, and the other goat's like, yeah, they are. We're like, yeah. Capricorns. Yay, making me snort. That's gonna make me laugh so much I snort. Yep. Goats do rule. We know. We'd be sitting on our mountain looking at you, watching you hike. All right, Virgo. Let's see how my Virgos are doing. Virgo, I gotta tell you, just like for Pisces, you know, we're in Gemini season now, and sometimes that can make things a little challenging for you. Gemini is a square to your sign, and so that's why, you know, this can feel like a time of pressure. It can be a little bit tense. Even though Gemini and Virgo are both ruled by Mercury, y'all are very different. You're very different in the way that you operate. Virgo is much more organized, much more focused, much more detail-oriented, and by comparison, Gemini is just sort of, you know, they're all over the friggin' place. And they can drive you a little bit nuts. And that's the difference between Virgo and Gem. A lot of people will ask me, well, why are they so different? They're both ruled by Mercury. I'm like, It's It's a different vibe. It's a totally different vibe. One could also argue that we may not have discovered Virgo's true planetary ruler just yet, because we do have limitations of how far out we can go, right? There's been a lot of speculation over many, many decades about, does Virgo have a true higher vibrational ruler, just like Scorpio. You know, Scorpio used to be considered ruled by Mars along with Aries. And then when Pluto was discovered, that was assigned to Scorpio. So that's the cool thing about astrology, is it's always evolving and changing in certain ways. And so, yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing, you know, because Virgo, you're different. You're different than Gem, you know. You're different than Gemini. You got that Vulcan energy. You do. You do. All right, so let's get into it. Let's get into it for a week. All right. Dear Virgos, angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please show us our Virgo folks for their love and relationship energies for this week ahead. Show us whatever messages and information that you would like to share for them for their highest good. And please, Virgo, remember these are general readings. If it doesn't resonate with you, you may want to check the placements in the rest of your personal natal chart. And these are for anyone, whether you are single, coupled, or in a separated situation. Oh, I like that for Virgo. The card of hope. Hope is a beautiful flame, and it's, I think, the week of lighting a candle rather than cursing the darkness. If you've been going through a lot, if relationships have been tough, if love has been, you know, difficult or non-existent, this is really saying, keep hope alive, keep that warm flame in your heart, don't give up. Don't give up. Very nice message there. So let's get into your tarot for the week, Virgo. Let's see what we have got. Ooh. All right. Yep. This could be a good week to seek some wise counseling, Virgo. Here's our Hierophant card. There is the Taurus energy coming through. Very nice. Very grounding. This really helps you to center. It helps you to get and stay on a spiritual path. This really helps you. This really helps you a lot. So unity with a spiritually minded community. Hey, you know, that's a good thing to tap into. Asking the divine for help, trusting that the answers will come. So yeah, definitely get solid, get grounded within yourself. This could be a great week to be out in nature, to literally put your bare feet on the earth. You know, that's that Taurus energy. Helps you to get centered and stable. Let's get a clarifier on this, please. And the Page of Cups. Yeah, this is really nice emotional communication. We've got, you know, a page, and pages are communicators. They're the message bringers in the tarot. And the nature of the message is emotional and spiritual. This could also be something where, you know, somebody might be apologizing for something. You might be apologizing for something, or forgiving someone, or forgiving yourself. You know, working with spirit very strongly to understand something to do with your love dynamics or your personal relationships very deeply. It's a nice energy. You could also be working with a Taurus or a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. That could be some, you know, you might even be seeking counseling with a partner or a potential partner to work through some things. Right at the center, we do have the Knight of Cups. So this, again, more messages of a romantic or emotional nature. There he is, charging in on the horse, making the love offer. Could be you making the love offer too, Virgo, but this is usually someone coming to you. Again, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But this is definitely that kind of energy that has the potential to sweep you off your feet. This could be the kind of person that, because of your feelings for them, you don't always see the most clearly when they're around, because it's a little bit magical. So let's get a clarifier on this. What is this Knight of Cups all about for our Virgos? Is this somebody solid or not? Sometimes we can find this out by clarifying this kind of card. High Priestess. Ooh, could be Cancer. That's a really strong Cancer vibe. between those two. So I would definitely use my intuition. This could feel like a real spiritual connection kind of person, but use your intuition, Virgo. Don't overthink this. Don't overanalyze it. Listen to your heart when it comes to this, if there's somebody making that strong offer to you. In our last card, we have the Five of Pentacles. So there is that fear of being left out in the cold, or a feeling of being left out in the cold. There's a scarcity concern. Virgo, you are a very earthy sign, and so it is not unusual for you to be concerned about your finances, about having enough for the metaphorical winter, right? So it's something where, you know, I don't want you to sink into a scarcity feeling. I don't want you to cut yourself off from spirit or the divine, because that's a very, very important link for you this week. It could also speak, you know, literally to the fact that you might feel a little cut off from somebody emotionally this week, right? Or they may feel cut off from you, because you might be kind of going, I need to think about this for a minute. But, you know, anytime you're ready, anytime they're ready, they can come in out of the cold. They don't have to sit there, you know, outside of the inner sanctum. It's a decision that we all make. So let's get a clarifier on this, please. Yeah, there it is. You could be coming to the end. You could be coming to the end of some of this kind of feeling as well, because we got the Death card sitting on top of this Five of Pentacles. So I actually like that combination, because it really tells me that you have the potential and the opportunity to transform out of this kind of scarcity consciousness, or this operating from a place of lack. I really like that. You know, the Death card is a very powerful transformation. It is. It's all about cleaning out something old, making way for a new birth and new growth. Very interesting. A lot of water energy on this reading. Very strong Taurus energy. We also have Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Those are the strongest signs that are being represented in this reading. On the bottom, we do have the Knight of Wands. So to me, yet again, I feel like if there's a love offer coming your way, it could be a little overwhelming. You could need a little time to just sort of think it over, right? Or feel it out, because I feel like you're really on your guard right now, Virgo, and anybody that comes in and it might seem too good to be true, or they're, you know, committing a lot too soon, it's going to put you on this like, you know, I do feel like it probably has, it's better intended than you might think, because we do have this Ten of Pentacles, which is that potential for, you know, solidity, stability, and having a long-term future. But for you, you need to feel comfortable. You need to feel comfortable, and you need to feel like, you know, you're taking things at its own timing. And your feeling is, you know, if they can't be patient with me and let me have my process, then it's better if they just keep on moving. It's better if they keep on going. Let's get into an affirmation for you. Yeah, difficult times. I can tell. This is it's a little bit of a squick here for the Virgos. Be on your guard against chaos and unforeseen perils or emotional upheaval, right? You know, so just be careful. Don't tap into other people's drama this week, Virgo. You know, if they're being dramatic, let them go be dramatic. You don't need to let that rock your world. Again, this is why that Wise Counselor card came out first, because it's time to really ground and stabilize, get good advice from, you know, people that you trust and know. That's going to help you through a lot of stuff this week. But yeah, Fabio might be knocking on your door like, hello, I love you. And it's like, give me a minute, dude. I don't even know what his accent is, but it's, you know, it's Fabio. Aww. Love my goatees. Yeah, I know, Gwen. That's exactly how I'd feel too. We're just like, dude, go to the next door. She's down there. Keep that horse moving. funny. That card is hilarious. The art on that card is hilarious because it really does look like that kind of like typical cheesy like romance novel cover. It always makes me laugh. My first husband had long hair. Yeah, he did. He looked like a freaking Viking. He did. He was Norwegian. He was really tall and he had long hair. So he really looked like a Viking. He was very, very easygoing. He was very relaxed. So no one was ever, you know, people would be scared of him because the way he looked, but he was like really chill. He was a Capricorn. Yeah, so it's just, it just makes me laugh. Yeah. He did look like a Viking. I always joked about needing to get him one of those helmets with the horns. Hey there, William. Good to see you in the chat. Thanks for joining us. All right, Libra, let's see what we've got for our Libras out there tonight. I think that Libra is in a very good upward forward movement, and that is simply because we're stepping into so much of this Gemini energy right now. And Gemini is a fellow air sign to you, so it really does bring through that nice trine in the astrology. It definitely gets things moving in a more harmonious direction for you. So I feel like that's a good thing. Even though, of course, you're still dealing with some square energy from Mars being in Cancer, I feel like, you know, the energy of that Gemini stuff is really going to help overcome that. So let's get into your personal energy, your personal love messages for this week ahead. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, please let's see what you've got for our beautiful Libras for this week ahead in their love and relationship life, whatever messages and guidance that they need to know for their highest good. And Libra, if this does not resonate with you, you may want to check the placements in the rest of your personal natal chart. Also keep in mind these can be for anyone, whether you are single, coupled, or in a separated situation. Ah, Libra's got the work card, just like Aries. Now that's interesting because Aries is that balance of your sign, and Aries had this as well. Got you working, Libra. So what I will say is going to be the same thing that I said for Aries, is that your love life this week is being affected by work. You could be working a lot. Your partner, potential partner, could be working a lot. You could be working on the relationship dynamic, working it out. Could be counseling, could be things like that that you really want to, you know, be getting into that are going to help work out any conflicts or difficulties. So let's get into your tarot, Libra. Let's see what messages we have for you. What are y'all working on here? Yes, look at that. I do feel like you're working something out. So you're really working on letting go of some old, you know, trauma, chaos, conflicts, things that haven't been the easiest. You know, see them getting into that boat. This is one of my favorite cards in the whole tarot, is always that Six of Swords, because they're leaving behind, look at the dark skies. You know, they're leaving behind the storm clouds and the difficult times and the choppy waters, getting in that boat, making a very conscious decision, both emotionally. You know, emotion is the water. The swords are our mind, the air element. So it's making a decision with both the head and the heart to move things out of those troubled times, to move away from those storm clouds and into a clearer, more peaceful existence. Those difficult times coming to an end or being worked through, finding your way to a more peaceful place. Very, very nice. It's a welcome relief. It's a welcome relief. So Libra, if you're working on that, good job for you. This is a very, very good time. So let's see what we have coming up to clarify this card for Libra, please. The Knight of Swords. Oh yeah, you could be dealing with a fellow air sign. Definitely could be dealing with a fellow air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So this is all about having a lot on your mind, maybe having a lot to unpack. You know, mentally, might have been something really weighing on your head or your heart for a while, and it's time to clear the air. Definitely time to clear the air. That can sometimes as well be intellectual overload. You know, it's like a lot of information. To me, the Knight of Swords is that classic card of speak your mind even if your voice shakes. Even if you're scared to say it, even if it's something you're nervous about confronting or letting go ahead and let it go. You're going to feel a lot better once you do. Right in the center, yeah, there could definitely be something on your heart, because the Four of Pentacles, a lot of times an emotional reading will hold on to something deep in the heart center. And I would also say that this is sort of that, like, kind of afraid to let something go. You know, in a financial sense, this would be afraid to spend money, afraid to make big moves because you're scared that you won't have enough. In a love situation, it could be, I'm afraid to say something because if I do, you know, it might cause a conflict, or one of us might give up and leave, or, you know, things like that. But it's really important to just be open-hearted, be communicative, put your truth out there, and see what comes back to you. So let's get a clarifier for Libra on the Four of Pentacles, please. Woo! No, not that many. Just one card, Spirit. Just one for Libra, please. Like, I don't need half the deck on this. There. Ooh! I'm liking this. We got the Six of Swords coming out again from the second deck. It's time to clear the air on something here. Definitely. This is work. This is some work, Libra, this week on letting go of some old conflict, some old argument, some old grievance or difficulty. This is better times ahead. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. If you speak your truth and somebody leaves because of that, then they needed to go anyway, right? But I think it's more probable that if you have some really good, honest discussions, that you're going to be able to move forward from these difficult times towards something better. In the outcome, look at that. We've got our divine conflict card, the Five of Wands. Five of Wands, a lot of people don't like this card because it's tussle, it's conflict, it's sparks flying. It can be those little arguments or skirmishes. I say it's a very important card because it's a card of contact. It is contact. And so I would say, Libra, that it's important. Let things fly. If you got to argue about something, argue about it. I know Libras don't like to argue. They're the sign of diplomacy, peace, balance, all that good stuff. But don't be afraid. Sometimes an argument needs to be had. You learn a lot about each other in a relationship by the way you argue or the way that you fight. The way that you handle conflicts and conflict resolution is so important in a relationship. We're all going to have conflicts in relationships. I don't care what it is. Friendship, love, work relationships. It's not about that. It's not about if, it's how. We're all going to have those things come up. But it's how do we, you know, resolve conflict? How do we learn more from each other by having conflicts? Because you do learn about each other and yourself when you fight. This is the truth. It's the truth. So let's get a little clarification on this Five of Wands for Libra, please. Six of Cups. So you might be doing a little reconciliation work. And part of the reconciliation might be, we got to air some issues out here. You know, if you want to be with me, if we want to be with each other and make this thing work, we're going to have to come to terms with some stuff. This could, I could see this being something where maybe this is someone from your past and you had conflicts in the past, so you just kind of both threw up your hands and walked away from the situation. But now it's like, they really care about you, you still really care about them. It's like, well, how are we going to make this work? It's like, well, we got to work through a few things here, baby. We got to work through a few things. Yeah, don't give up on it, Libra. Yeah, don't give up on it. Try to work through these conflicts, you know, and keep your options open. Don't get too myopic onto only one way of things happening or turning out. King of Swords, there's some strong Aquarius energy that's making some very strong choices for yourself. Yeah, you could be dealing with an Aquarius, Gemini, fellow Libra, you know, could be that very strongly on this. I really feel like this is a week of conflict resolution, or letting go of something that's been weighing on your mind and keeping you from moving forward. It's a great read. Love that Six of Swords coming out twice for you this week. Let's get an affirmation for Libra, please. Intuition. Yeah, use your intuition about it, Libra. Pay attention to that. Don't overthink it. You have a tendency to overthink because you're an air sign. But this is saying trust your intuition. It's a great time to learn a new skill, change careers, or invest money as well. All right. So that's just a little side note in addition to your love messages. Very nice read. I'm liking that. Anytime we're looking at conflict resolution or releasing difficult times or moving away from difficult times, I'm always happy to see that kind of thing. You'll come back to a peaceful center, Libra, but sometimes you've got to have it out with someone before you can come back to peace. Like sometimes you just got to let it out. You don't have to be mean, just be assertive. Just be assertive. I know how to be. I do. I know how to be assertive. I won't take things laying down. You know that. Y'all know that about me. All right, Scorpio. All my Scorpios. I hope my Scorpios are doing awesome out there. I always love reading for Scorpio. Y'all are one of my very favorite signs, if not my favorite sign of the zodiac to talk about, even though that's not my sign. Scorpio is a favorite of mine. It truly is. It's to me the sign with the most depth and raw power. They are the most powerful sign of the zodiac, even though they are not the oldest. They're very interesting. Very interesting. Hey there, Francisco. Good to see you back in the chat, buddy. Hadn't seen you in a minute. Thanks for being here. Yeah. All right, let's get into it. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, please show us our beautiful Scorpios out there whatever messages and information that they need for their highest good in their love and relationship life for this week ahead. And Scorpio, if this doesn't resonate with you, you may want to check the other signs in your personal chart. And also, these are made for anyone, whether you are single, coupled, or in a separated situation. So just take them as they apply to your personal situation. Spirit symbol. Ooh. You're getting very connected into your soul this week, Scorpio. Very important. This one's different than the soul symbol. We have two cards like that in this deck. The soul symbol is more about those tangible physical things, that kind of give you messages along your path. But the spirit symbol is a little more intangible. It's a little bit more about really tapping into your intuition, tapping into your relationship with spirit. So pay attention to that this week. Pay attention to where spirit's guiding you or who spirit is guiding you to or away from. Let's see what we've got in the tarot for you for this week. Let's start, please, with 3 for Scorpio. Wow. Might be leaving something behind, whether it's difficulty, whether it's a relationship altogether, a living situation. We're starting out with this 10 of Swords. So to me, this is all about difficulties ending. This is a painful or challenging cycle coming full circle. Because it is the sword, sometimes it's a real strong cycle of anxiety, stress, overthinking, over-worrying, over-analyzing something. And it's all about that coming full circle and you moving forward. It's a weight off your shoulders, the end of a difficulty, opportunity for new happiness. Definitely a feeling of some kind of moving on. Some kind of moving on here, Scorpio. So let's get a clarifier, please, on this 10 of Swords. Three of Wands, yeah, and also kind of letting that happen very organically. The Three of Wands is really about letting things come to you, not chasing them down. And so I feel like, these things coming full circle, it's not like you're having to really beat yourself or anyone over the head to do it. It's like it's really happening very organically. It's like those circles and those cycles are coming to a close very naturally, right? The end of the stress, the end of tension, the end of overthinking and all of that is coming to an end. It's sort of like the work that you've done to try to heal or ameliorate that is coming back to you. It's a really nice feeling. Right in the center, we have the Strength card. That's a strong Leo energy, and it is about the heart center. So I do feel like this is a week of personal power and balance in your relationships. You could be dealing with somebody that is a Leo or has a very Leo kind of quality. You might as well have some Leo in your chart that's coming up very strongly because this is such a lion-y card. It is also our number 8 of the major arcana, and it is a card of balancing two sides of yourself, both the spiritual side of ourself and the physical incarnation, which is symbolized by that lion. And you notice in that card, you know, Spirit's always calming down that roaring lion, helping him to feel better, right? It's a visualization of Spirit helping us on our physical life journey. Also reminds you yet again that you're stronger than you know. This is embracing bravery, courage, and strength to deal with something that might be difficult, you know, some matter of the heart that really needs to be handled or taken care of. Page of Swords. So there's a lot of thought going on here, a lot of energy. I would also say that, you know, Scorpio, with this kind of card coming in here, this is some youthful air sign energy. Could be Gemini, real strong Gemini. Can also be Libra and Aquarius, but I feel Gemini most because it is a more youthful sign, and Gemini is the youngest of the air signs. So you might be talking, thinking, expressing a whole lot of stuff back and forth. But I would also say that this is a card to really guard against gossip or idle speculation, right? Don't trust everything you hear just because you read it somewhere, just because somebody you don't know very well says it to you. You know, make sure that you're looking a little deeper, which you usually do. End card here is the Queen of Wands. So again, very strong Leo energy. You have a lot of Leo on this read this week. If you're not personally dealing with the Leo, this to me is bringing you back to some kind of center of creative power and really honoring yourself, honoring your own strength, your boundaries, you know, that's a big one that comes in there. But this is sort of that believe in yourself energy, you know. Queen of Wands is a very magical queen. She's a good manifester. She's very generous with her heart energy. And it does bring that need for balance between your career and your personal life as well. Because you might be working really, really hard these days, Scorpio, and feeling like you don't have a lot of time for love or a lot of time for family. So let's get a clarifier, please, on this Queen of Wands for Scorpio. Yeah, Nine of Swords is coming out here, and I do feel, like I said, we started out with that Ten of Swords, and there's a lot of working through anxieties, fears, self-doubt. This could be a little bit of that dark night of the soul. You might be really struggling with a sense of confidence, self-esteem. Am I good enough? Can I do it? Do I have the power and the courage to get through this next cycle of my love life? Wow. So some Scorpios might be really feeling like, of do I have what it takes to be in a relationship? Do I want to go there again? You know, because doing it makes you a little vulnerable. You have to put your heart out there. And some people might be really struggling with that a little bit this week. Yeah, I just feel that. So take it one day at a time, Scorpio. We do have the Seven of Pentacles here on the bottom. Take it one day at a time. Plant the seeds. You know, do the inner work. Take the steps you're guided to take. Don't rush it, right? There's no reason to rush. But that Five of Pentacles is there. That feeling of being out in the cold. Again, it taps into that feeling of fear of scarcity, a feeling of not having enough, being enough. So this is a week where I really want you to work on building up your self-esteem, whether you're in a relationship or not. You know, this is really about building up the relationship with yourself and leaving behind some negative old mental habits of maybe tearing yourself down, not really saying the nicest things about yourself to yourself. That's what this is about. That's why the spirit symbol is coming in here this week, Scorpio, because it's really connecting you back with your heart and soul, your deep core spiritual roots. Wow, what a reading. It's not surprising, Scorpio. You get a powerful one. You always get a really powerful one. So let's get an affirmation on this for Scorpio. Assert yourself. Oh my gosh, this is a perfect card to top this off. It is self-assertion. Go for what you want. The time is right for soulmate connections. Wow. So Scorpio, you know, if there's somebody in your life that you want to connect with deeper, wow, don't let your fears or your insecurities hold you back from that. My goodness. That's a powerful message here, and I do feel like that's speaking to someone. That's speaking for somebody out there that needs to hear that. Yeah. Build yourself up. You are a powerful being. There's no doubt about that. Scorpio is a powerful being. I think I got moths or something tapping on the window. Sometimes I see those candles in the window and they really are like, hey, let me in. Sagittarius. I hope my Sagittarians are doing great out there. So Saggy, we are in Gemini season now. And Gemini season is interesting for you guys because Gemini is your opposite equal polarity sign, right? And so that puts that Gemini energy, those planets transiting in your universal relationship house. So Sagittarius energy always has that feeling of, you know, that's going to give you that feeling at this time of year of really connecting deeper with other people. It really shines quite a light on your relationship sector. So let's get into... And that's likewise, if you're a Sagittarius rising, that's going to be happening not just in, you know, that'll be happening on a personal level. It'll be happening in your personal chart if you're a Sag rising. But if you're just a Sagittarius sun, you know, on a universal level, you're experiencing that. So dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please show us what you have for our beautiful Sagittarians out there in their love and relationship messages. Whatever that they need to see, whatever guidance they need for their highest good. And Sagittarius, please remember these are general messages. If they don't resonate with you, you may want to check the details of your personal natal chart. And also these are for anyone, whether you are single, coupled, or in separation. Nice. Yes. Very powerful week. You got the dragon card there, Saggy. I always love it when this comes out. It doesn't come out that much, but when it does, I'm always very happy to see it. Dragons, of course, are a symbol of luck, power, illumination, optimism, divine masculine energy, yang forces. You know, the yin to the yang, they're definitely yang. It's also Aries energy because the dragon in Chinese astrology is associated with the Western sign of Aries. So you may have some of that coming in, but that's a very powerful, lucky thing to have coming in. Funny enough, I was just thinking about him today. Bruce Lee was a Sagittarius dragon. He was a Sagittarius born in the dragon year. And I said, no wonder he was a fiery little dragon force because that was his lineup. He was very, very dragony. That's why he had the famous movies, Enter the Dragon. He really was the dragon. So let's get into it, Sagittarius. Let's see what you've got coming through for you this week in your love and relationship messages, please. Wow, that's some nice energies. Some nice cards. All right, we're starting out with the Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups, of course, is a very, very positive card indeed. It is really those home happiness, love connections that just work out blissful and easy. Finally coming to the end of a difficult time, Really tapping into a better place. People that you can trust, feeling just content, having that emotional contentment coming in. Let's get a clarifier card on this 10 of Cups for Sag. Queen of Swords. Woo! We got some Libra energy in the house. So I feel that with this, and we got the Queen of Swords in your third card position here as well. So I'm just going to tell you right off, we are doubling up this energy. The Queen of Swords is in here twice. So I do feel that this is a week where, oh boy, if anybody has been trying to cause conflict, drama, or bad situations in your home or family life or in your love connection, you're going to kick them out. You're going to kick them out big time. You also could be coming together with a Libra. There could be a Libra balance, something going on there, because it's very strong Libra energy. But to me, Queen of Swords, she's a tough customer. She doesn't put up with any funny business going on in her place. And so when I see these two together, I feel like this is kind of like you're really protective of whatever it is that you have, you know. Whether it's just your own peace and your own serenity right now, you're only going to allow relationships or dating situations that, you know, promote that. If you're in a situation already, if you're in a relationship and you've got somebody very difficult or somebody that's really trying to usurp your serenity or cause a rift in your relationship, you're not going to put up with it. You're very, very protective. Your boundaries are very strong and clear this week, Sagittarius. Right in the center, we've got the Page of Pentacles. So that's my little adventure of the tarot, and you are an adventure of astrology, absolutely. So this is a week where you may be thinking about investing in something new, learning something new, planning travel to somewhere new, but that's not an unusual thing for you. That's something I think Sagittarians think about pretty frequently. It's also excellent opportunities in career, promotions, scholarship, new areas of study or work. So let's get into a clarifier for this Page of Pentacles. And the Death card. So there's something transforming here. You might even be looking at something, you know, like you might have had started something, Sagittarius, and you might say, you know what? I thought this is what I wanted, but I've changed my mind. I've changed my mind. And maybe I want to go in a different direction now because of this Scorpio thing, right? It's like, you know, maybe that wasn't what I really wanted to study. Maybe I found something that really does speak to my soul, and that's what I want to go towards. So keep your mind open because there could be transformation about the direction that you're taking in your work or in, you know, continuing education. On the outcome, like I said, here she is again, that Queen of Swords. I feel like there's something you're very protective this week, no matter what that is. Whether you're single and you're just really protecting your space, if you're in a relationship and you're protecting that from, you know, people that are giving you shade or trying to cause disruption in your relationship, there's something very protective there. And it's also about bringing things back to balance because the Queen of Swords is that Libra energy. It's about recreating harmony and equilibrium. You may be working to create better balance and better understanding and diplomacy, you know, in your family dynamics as well. So let's get a clarifier, please, for this Queen of Swords. Ooh, got a sneeze there. A little sneeze confirmation on this reading for you, Saggy. Six of Swords. Yeah, I definitely get that. You are definitely moving away from anything that's causing you chaos, stress, difficulty, conflict. You're making some really strong decisions. You don't want it. You just don't want it in your life. Like, you're just like, no. We're not going to have knockdown, drag out fights. We're going to have good discussions. We're going to have positive conflict resolution. If anybody comes in here wiping their dirty feet all over my, you know, nice clean soul and heart, they're out of here. Like, you're just not putting up with any kind of funny business or malarkey going on in your life, love or otherwise. On the bottom, we have the Three of Cups. There it is, Sagittarius. You just want to dance, you want to play, you want to have a good time, you want to enjoy life this week. You got that dragon. Dragons you know, dragons like to dance. Dragons like to have a good time. They don't have time for idiots. On the bottom, we've got the King of Wands. So that's very assertive, very Aries energy. It is about making decisions that help you go further in the direction of what you want. What you want. It's very nice leadership energy. So yeah, you're putting your foot down. You're going after what you want. And you may be changing your mind about the direction that you've been going in something to do with career or education. So let's get a affirmation on this for you. Care is required. Yeah, take good care of yourself. And I feel like that's very much what's coming out here. Yeah, guard yourself against deceptions. Be careful of making foolish mistakes at this time. I would also say be careful of who you trust this week or who you let in. I think that that's really what's coming in here as well. I like it though. Anytime I get a dragon card for the week for somebody, I'm like, yeah, you're going to rock this week, Sagittarius. You're standing up. You're doing what's right for you. And that's the best thing about a read like this. You're doing what's right for you. So it makes me feel good about whatever, you know, the manifestation of that is. Whether it's love, whether it's work, more money, good stuff coming. Hey there, Dandelion. Oh, good to see you in the chat, Sarah. I know who you are now. And yes, I totally understand you changing your name. I totally get it. Totally understandable. But I'm glad I know who you are now, because I was like, who's this new Dandelion person? Yeah. All right. Okay, Capricorns. All right, goats. What do we got for the goats? Hoofing it up that mountain, working every day. I know. It ain't easy being a goat, but somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do it. I was thinking that today. I was like, why is it that so many times when we have dumbasses coming into my channel or pulling stuff on other channels, I'm the one that calls them out? Capricorn has a definite connection with keeping law and order, and we have this feeling of responsibility. That's so Capricorn. Like, other people might be able to like ignore something. Capricorn, we just can't. We're like, and that's why we often get considered to be like a no fun sign, you know, or a hard ass, or somebody that's just really difficult to deal with. It's because we won't let BS slide. We will not let shenanigans slide. We just aren't gonna do it. We aren't gonna do it. And so that's it. You know, Capricorn is definitely sort of a law and order sort of sign. We whether it gains us, you know, people that like us or not, we really don't care. We're gonna just do what's right. We're gonna do what's right. Of course, there are negative Capricorns out there. There are. They suck. I don't own them. All right, let's get into it. Let's see what your love messages are this week, Cappy. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please show us, our beautiful Capricorns out there, whatever messages and guidance that they need for their highest good in the area of love and relationships. Please bring that through. And Capricorn, always keep in mind these are general readings. If they don't resonate with you, you might want to check the other placements in your personal astrology chart. And also, these are for anyone, whether you are single, coupled, or in separation. Take them as they resonate to your personal situation. Ooh, we got reunions, Capricorn. So there could be reconciliations on the horizon. There could be old flames coming back into your life. There could be people that you really have been missing, or they've really been missing you. Many times this could be argument resolution. If you've had a falling out with someone or a miscommunication with someone, this could be a chance to heal that and work through it. Let's get into your tarot. Let's see what we've got coming up, Capricorn. 3 cards, please, to start. Nice. Very nice. Actually, extremely nice. Look at this. So we're starting out with the Dreamer. That's our Fool card. Don't overthink. Jump in. Take the leap of faith. Trust your heart. Trust your intuition. Take the next step in life. Don't, if you've been worrying about something, worrying about a relationship, worrying about some kind of dynamic, or maybe, you know, just even taking the first step and asking someone out, just give it a shot. Just give it a shot, Capricorn. Don't overthink it. Put your fears aside and take the leap of faith this week. It's a very beautiful energy. This is also strong Aquarius energy. It is strong Aries energy. We do have actually the symbol of Aquarius, not Aquarius, but the planet, the ruling planet Uranus on that doorway. I love these cards because they have fun little details like that in them. So let's get a clarifier on the Fool card on this Dreamer for Capricorn. It's a card of nice new beginnings. Ooh, Six of Wands, Capricorn. Very successful. Don't worry too much this week. In your love life, in your personal life, or even just in life in general. Don't worry. I feel like when you let go and let Spirit or let God, let the divine, let your angels lift you up after you take that leap, that's where the success lies, because the Six of Wands is success, achievement, recognized victory. Very, very nice. Right in the center, we do have the Queen of Wands. So this is some nice, strong, heart-ruled Leo energy. And I do feel that when this kind of thing comes up, you're stepping into a place of personal power and manifestation, because this is heart-ruled. She's our little Leo queen. She's got her little black cat on her lap, and that black cat is the symbol of magic, the esoteric. And so she's a very magical queen. She knows how to manifest. She's also very open-hearted, very generous, very loving. And so Capricorn, I feel like the more that you step into that power, the greater things turn out for you. This is definitely self-confidence, self-esteem being high, believing in yourself. Don't underestimate your ability to make your dreams come true, you know? And this is also bringing in the need for balance between your career and your personal life, because Capricorn, we know that you can work and not always take care of the love side of your life. So let's get into one of your clarifiers. Let's see what's clarifying Queen of Wands for Capricorn, please. Five of Wands, and it might be a tussle. Ooh, Capricorn, it might be a little bit of a tussle for you. Aww. You got my compassion there as a fellow Capricorn, because sometimes we really do doubt ourselves. And I think that this is more a conflict within you than it necessarily, I don't think this is a conflict in your relationships. I think this is a conflict that's going on inside of yourself, because this Queen of Wands is such a card of self-esteem, confidence, belief in yourself, and that Five of Wands is that tussle. And so you might really have a little bit of that struggle. That's something a lot of people don't realize about Capricorn, is that we might seem like, you know, super tough and resilient, all those things, and we are, but we also go through plenty of self-doubt. We're hard on ourselves. We really hold ourselves to a very high standard, sometimes too high of a standard. So Capricorn, if you've been holding yourself too high and not letting yourself be human enough, that's important this week too. Last card we have in here is the Lovers, guys. So Capricorn, I feel like if this is like, you might be worried about a relationship. Am I good enough? Can I keep it going? Is our relationship going to succeed? Is it going to be successful? Are we going to work this out over the long term? Because Capricorn's always thinking about long term. This is a powerful card for this week coming in for you, not just because it's the Lovers and it is a love reading, but also because it's ruled by Gemini. We just started our Gemini transit, and I do feel like the powers of communication and expressing yourself are very highly favored. So Capricorn, whether you are, like I said, I always say single, coupled, in a separated situation, you want to reconcile, I think this is very nice no matter what your situation may be. It really opens up the doors for love, for heart healing. The Archangel Raphael is in this particular card, so this is about healing the heart center, healing communication, embracing deep true love, right? And Capricorn, for some of y'all, especially for my singles, it could be a feeling like Am I really good enough? Am I really going to find somebody good? You will. You will. Just hang in there. Cultivate belief in yourself. Even if it's a struggle, it's a worthy struggle to have. It's a worthy struggle to believe in yourself and to build yourself up over time. So let's get a clarifier, please, for the lovers on Capricorn's reading. Seven of Pentacles. Oh, we like to see it. So Capricorn, take it one day at a time. This is beautiful. To me, this is like really planning for the future in a relationship or towards the success of a future relationship. This is like, you know, planting good seeds that are going to bear beautiful flowers and good fruit, right? And when you affirm yourself and you give yourself good, positive feedback, and you let yourself be human and you don't beat yourself up too much and you take those leaps of faith, you're going to have a lot of success and you're going to bring forward a good, abundant harvest. This is a beautiful reading for you, Capricorn. I really like it. And for those of you, you know, in relationships, if it's been a little difficult or challenged lately, I think this is a great week ahead for potential reconciliation, reunion, you know, conflict resolution. Oh, look at that. We got Six of Wands in the read, and we got Six of Wands again on the bottom. So yet again, Capricorn, this is beautiful, successful energy. Things coming out in your favor. Justice card here. Gaining personal balance again. You know, finding your inner harmony. Finding that equilibrium. Oh, wrongs being righted. Things being made fair. Look at that. Great read. Let's get into your affirmation here, Capricorn. Declutter. I've got to do that this week. I can totally vouch for this card. Declutter your life. Let go of old correspondence, objects, and people that you no longer want. Someone may hurt your feelings, but it reveals a whole new side of themselves that you may wish to avoid. I think I already went through this week. This is a little feng shui card here, Capricorn. This is a little feng shui card for you. Declutter your life, declutter your emotional center, believe in yourself, take those leaps of faith. You're building better relationships with others and yourself this week. Very, very nice. This is such a positive read. I love to see it for the goats. The goats need it. The goats need good energy. We do. You know, Krista, I mean, I'm seeing that and I'm like, oh man, did I already do that this week or what? Get rid of people you don't want. I like that. Get rid of people you no longer want. Oh, it's so fabulous. Sometimes spirit tickles my heart. I'm telling you. Oh, and Nixie, thank you so much for that that generous donation, sweetheart. I saw that come in. I wanted to stop and say thank you. Oh my goodness. We appreciate you so much. We actually have some great folks that have come in from the old Peter Kane chat. Funny enough, isn't it? We've got some really good folks that have come over to this channel from them, and you're one of them. So I appreciate you so much. What is your sun sign, Nixie? I'm sorry if I already asked and forgot. I'm usually pretty good at remembering everybody's sign in here. But what is your sun sign? Yeah, I've got a mind like a trap for that. I can always remember people's signs. Oh, you're an Aquarius. I love my Aquarius. Yeah, I can understand, David. I do hope that everything will maybe reconcile at some point down the road. Maybe. We'll see. We'll keep a good thought. HW, you're a Gemini. Good to see. Good to see. Happy birthday very soon for you. Yeah. I try to remember, you know, the people that come in here. That's true, Krista. It's true. And you know, not everybody can get along, and not everybody can. It's interesting. So David, actually, I updated your natal chart this past week because you gave me your time of birth. And so I got your correct moon sign. I thought it was Pisces, but when I updated your birth time, it's Aries. You were in the very first degree of that Aries moon. And this is why you got that fire. Hey there, Teresa Marie. Good to see you, babe. Thanks for joining us. Yeah. Well, you know what? I may be taking a trip up to upstate New York sometime this summer. And so because I've got a couple friends. One of my moderators, Jacqueline, the wonderful Jacqueline, she lives in Long Island, and I've also got a buddy that's in upstate New York. So I'll tell you what, if I go up there and I go meet the infamous Raven owner himself, I'm going to put in a good word. I'm going to try to smooth that over. I'll at least put out the energy for you, because I just feel like many times, it's just communication, is what it boils down to. It's just good communication that needs to happen. Yeah. So I'm going to keep a good thought for you. All right, Aquarius, let's dig in. Happy birthday to all my Geminis out there, and happy Gemini season to my Aquarians. This is a good time of year for Aquarius because Gemini is a fellow air sign. We've got 3 planets this week in the sign of Gemini, so I think this is going to be very, very good and supportive to you, Aquarius. I really do. I think this is probably going to be a really busy week. That's what I would definitely say when you have that kind of trine energy, because what happens with that is a lot of those blockages and things that have been put on hold for a while start to move, right? It's kind of like the car's been going real slow, real slow, real slow. Suddenly someone slams on the gas and you're like, whoa, we gotta go. So let's get into it. Let's see what you've got for your personal messages. And yeah, let's dig in. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians and ancestors, let's see what you have for our beautiful Aquarius folks out there. Whatever messages they need in their love and relationship life, bring those through for them for their highest good. And Aquarius, keep in mind these are general readings. If it doesn't resonate with you, you may want to check the details of your personal natal chart. And these are also for anyone, whether you're single, coupled, in separation, whatever that may be. Take it as it applies to your own situation. Yes, I know. See, and I think that the challenges this week is just keeping up with a lot of the movement that's going on. I think that that's actually going to be the biggest challenge this week. You could be facing some challenges in your relationship. It could be as simple as not having a lot of time to talk to each other or hang out together. Or it could be as deep as really working on a major, deep underlying situation that's been a source of conflict or a sore point for a while. But my feeling is personally, because knowing the astrology that's going on this week, I feel like the biggest challenge, Aquarius, is that there's going to be just a lot coming your way. There's going to be just a lot of movement, a lot of activity, a lot of communication, a lot of information come in. So let's get into your messages in the tarot, please. Let's see what we've got. Ooh, let's tap these again. I just want to clear them out real good. 3, please, for Aquarius spirit for love and romance. Let's see what we've got, please, for Aquarius. Yeah, look at this. And I really, wow, I feel like this is, yeah, it's a big week. There's going to be a lot of activity going on. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. So this could be a lot of work. This could be a lot of work. And even if it's work that you really enjoy, Aquarius, it's still a lot of work, right? It's a lot of manifestation as well. Because to me, the Ace of Pentacles is the hand of spirit really coming in to grant you something really beautiful and beneficial. And it really happens on a tangible level because this is the earth energy, the pentacles, right? She's even holding her little bunny rabbit as she walks up the path. I love that. As a bunny mama, I love to see that bunny because to me that's a symbol of abundance, it's prosperity, it's a secure, wonderful feeling. And so Aquarius, you may feel, part of your week and part of your love, energy this week is really manifesting good things, into your life. So let's get an affirmation, not affirmation, sorry. Let's get a clarification on this Ace of Pentacles for Aquarius, please. This could be a better job, this could be better money, this could be a promotion or a raise. It's all that kind of stuff that kind of comes in there with that Ace of Pentacles. It's good stuff. Woo, Aquarius! Nice. Look at that powerful clarifier. So we had the Ace of Pentacles clarified by the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is your own energy. That's the air sign energy. So this is victory. This is clarity. This is like positive, powerful breakthroughs coming in. And so, I could even see this like there could be a relationship that you've wanted to have or wanted to make it go forward or, bring it to the next level. There could be like a really big communication breakthrough this week around that. And when it comes to your work, when it comes to your career and just your own personal life and direction, this could be the energy of feeling like I've been asking for this job or I've been applying for a position again and again and again. Finally, I got it. Finally, I got an answer. Finally, I got communication on this. I also feel that with these ace cards, I just feel that there's the protection of spirit there as well. And this is the Aquarian energy coming in. It's to me, the Ace of Swords is so strongly aligned with Archangel Michael because he is, the angel with the powerful sword that's very protective. So I really love that. I just feel like you're very protected this week, Aquarius. Right in the center, we do have the Death card, same as this Release card in the Angel Tarot. And so I do feel like there's some kind of major transformation. There's some kind of big letting go of old energies, old situations, something that just wasn't working in the past. You could be releasing some of these challenges, like that initial card shows. But it's endings that lead to new beginnings. It's a big spiritual transformation. You might feel like something is going by the way. Cards are flipping everywhere here. Let me make sure I didn't miss any of them. Okay, we're good. So you may feel like parts of your life are dying away. The Death card is not always literal physical death. It's usually not, but there could be for some of you. That can sometimes be part of it. Those very intense life or death situations or decisions. But usually this is more to do with something in your life that's passing away, that's going away. So let's see what we've got clarifying this Death card, the Scorpio energy for you, Aquarius. Ooh! Okay, we might pull one more. Oh, wow. Okay, but look at this, Aquarius. We had the Death card clarifying the Death card. So this is a major transformation this week. This is like something big. This is something very, very big that's happening this week. Six of Wands on top of it, though, because this is a victory. There's something very successful. This may be something that you've really tried to let go of or transform up out of for quite some time. And now it's finally working and it's going to feel good. Even if there's parts of it that are difficult, challenging, right? I mean, even if there's parts of this transformation or this death and release that are difficult, I think ultimately it's success. It's a victory. It's going to make you feel good, whether in the short or the long term. It's like, whew, finally got through that. That's intense. That's intense. Was it Aries that had the sun on top of the sun earlier? Yeah, whenever we double up, when the same card clarifies a card, it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Last card, Page of Pentacles. Same gal sitting there with her bunny rabbit. See that? So to me, this is my little adventure. of the tarot. So to me, this is continuing education. These are opportunities that open themselves up to you. So I feel like your relationships are, you know, being affected by a lot of these inner transformations that are going on within you. And they're also being affected by big changes in work, big progress in work. I feel like you're going to the next level, whether it's in career, whether it's in study, if you're, you know, going back to school or you're in school, it's really good for you. And I feel like as a result, it's really good for your love life as well. It is. It's very good for your personal connections. You might be going through some challenges this week. You might want to tell your friends or your loved ones, hey guys, this is just kind of this week is a lot for me. So if you don't hear from me as much as usual, that's why. It's not anything personal. I feel like you've got a lot on your plate this week, Aquarius. You really, really do. That's good for me because I'm with an Aquarius, so that gives me a heads up what he's dealing with. Let's get a clarifier on this Page of Pentacles, please. Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, you're doing some big manifesting work this week, Aquarius. I feel like, you know, your personal work and career life, it's really taking center stage this week. Nine of Pentacles is a beautiful card of, you know, grounding, self-satisfaction, your efforts, your work paying off in a big, big way. Whether you're single, coupled, separated, and, you know, long distance, whatever, you're feeling pretty good about yourself right now. You're feeling pretty good about the direction that things are going in, you know, on a personal, oh, look at this. Bottom of the deck, we got the Empress card, major manifester. I feel like Aquarius, you've got some really nice, strong earth energy on your side. This is a nurturer. This is that mother goddess, you know, Mother Earth kind of energy. And so this is about manifesting something in a really big, powerful way. And I think that you're setting your mind to it. There's our Knight of Swords, which is your own air energy, Aquarius. So I feel like put your mind to it. You may feel overwhelmed this week, though, no doubt. So if you feel that way, take a breath, take a step back, you know, make a list of things that you've got to get done or things you've got to take care of. I feel like this is a very active week ahead for you in your personal life and your career life. But it's like the things that you're letting go of, the things that you're transforming out of, boy, they have a beautiful result. Very, very successful. All these cards are really powerful and great. So let's see what we've got in your affirmations here, Aquarius. Nature, yeah. Nature energy. And we got a lot of earth. We got a lot of earth on this. Interact with nature in the outdoors, around animals, farmlands, or by the ocean. This will be good for the soul and healing for you. So if you have time to get into nature, or even if you don't, I would take it anyway. I would, because this is going to help really ground you. The strongest signs that we have on this reading, obviously Scorpio is coming through in a big, big way here. We've got Taurus, we've got Capricorn energy very strongly, a little bit of Virgo. Yeah, big, big energy here, Aquarius. I like it. This is a powerful reading. Your only challenge this week, I think, is just hanging on, hanging on to this rocket as it takes off. Oh my goodness. And good to see Corey Ann in the chat tonight. Thank you. And we are getting ready to wrap our evening up here with Pisces. All my Pisces fishies out there, my magical people, mermaids and mermen. I hope you all are doing wonderful. Pisces, I just want to let y'all know, of course, that we are in Gemini season right now. And so Gemini season, just like for Virgo, can be a little more challenging to you. It can bring up more of a feeling of pressure because Gemini energy is a square to your sign. So if you feel a little pressured, if you feel a little bit tense inside, take time to relax, take time to breathe in, breathe out, take those sea salt baths, go to the ocean, whatever it is that you need to do, because during Gemini season, you might feel a little bit more challenge and a little more pressure. That's just something I will give you the heads up about. So let's get into your weekly love messages here, Pisces. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please show us our beautiful Pisces, whatever they need to know for their highest good in the love and romance area of their life. And keep in mind, Pisces, these are general readings. If it doesn't resonate with you, you may want to check the other signs in your personal astrology chart. And these can be for anyone, whether you are single, coupled, or in separation. So take them as they resonate to your personal situation. Oh, Pisces, I like to see this, especially if we're in challenging times. We do still have abundance coming in for you as your keyword of the week. I would say that that's probably owing to a little bit of the presence of Jupiter having just moved into your sign last week. That does bring a lot of abundance. It opens up a lot of doors for Pisces where previously they might have been closed. So I really do love to see that. Let's get into your tarot. Let's start out with 3 cards for Pisces, please. These feel good. Oh, I like it. Yes. So we're starting out with the 4 of Wands, Pisces. 4 of Wands is a beautiful soulmate twin flame kind of card. It has that association. It's also a card of celebration, homecomings, feeling happy about where you're living, or maybe where you're moving somewhere very positive, and maybe moving a little closer to that love connection. It's a very, very nice card. So Pisces, if you have a soulmate twin flame in your life already, this could be a week where it's a really positive time. It really flourishes. And if you don't yet, you could be doing some work to attract that into your life. So let's get into a clarifier for you on this. Eight of Cups, yes. And for some of my Pisces, this connection may have come about as a result of having left behind a relationship that really wasn't your soul flame, your soul connection, or your twin flame. You might have been leaving a karmic situation. They might have left a karmic situation. Maybe both of you did. And as a result, this is what's coming into being. This is what's manifesting, whether it's already manifested or not. That's very nice. That's very nice. I feel like there's this real leaving behind of something that wasn't right for you, whether that's in the past or whether it's going on right now. Very nice. Very nice. In the center, we have the 6 of Pentacles. And so this is a card of balance, reciprocal energy, equal give and take. Pisces, I always say, you know, for a sign like you are a sign that tends to just give and give very generously of your time, your spirit, your love, your heart. You're very, very open. And this is reminding you not to do all of that, right? Keep a little bit for yourself in reserve. This is saying that there's not anything wrong with helping those who need it, but you've got to make sure that you balance that with what you need for yourself as well. Don't give everything away, right? Don't do all the work in relationship connection. They've got to do their side of it as well. There needs to be equal, balanced harmony and effort into your situation. So let's get a clarifier on this 6 of Pentacles for Pisces. Seven of Wands. Yeah, you might have to put down a little bit of boundary this week, Pisces, with the 7 of Wands. You might really need to stand up for yourself. You might need to put your foot down, and you might need to just say, look, I'm going to stick with my guns. I'm going to stick with what I know is true. If I'm in the position of having the right of way, if I know that what I'm speaking is true and I know that it's worth fighting for, I'm going to fight for it. If it's not worth fighting for, Pisces, don't worry about it, right? 7 of Wands is many times choose your battles wisely. Not everything is worth having a conflict over, but if it's something that's really, you know, intrinsically important to you, really foundationally important, you might want to dig your heels in and just say, nope, I know what I want. Right on the outcome, we've got that Four of Swords. Like I said, you know, sometimes with this Gemini energy we're in right now, this can be a little difficult, right? So it's a time to meditate, to relax, to heal. Four of Swords is really taking a break from the battle, taking a break out from the battle. Taking time to heal, to rest. If you've been working very hard or you've been really dealing with a lot, this is really saying you need to get some rest. You need to get, you know, those moments of peace when and if you can. So let's see what we've got clarifying this. But yeah, this is just giving yourself some peace, some relaxation here, Pisces. I love that card. Yeah, and just keep it one day at a time. One day at a time, Pisces. Don't push the river. Don't go faster than you need to or want to. Eight of Pentacles says let things unfold in their own time. Do good work. You know, do what you can each day and in the moment. But after that, don't stress out. Don't let it get to you. There's a lot of balance, I feel, coming into your relationship life this week. For those of you that are moving out of a difficult relationship and into a better one, very, very happy for you. Yes, and here we have the Three of Wands on the bottom. So that is a patience card. That's saying you've put in a lot of effort, you've put in a lot of intention, and it's time to take a back step and let the ships come to you. This isn't really a week to chase things down. It's really a week to let them unfold and come your way. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, again, more slow and steady wins the race kind of energy. Whatever relationship or whatever you're working on in love, let it build over time. Don't be too worried if it's not moving quite as fast as you want it to, because you might be feeling a little impatient, like, why isn't it moving faster? But this is meant to unfold a little bit more organically and a little bit slower for quite a bit of you. So let's get an affirmation on this reading for you, Pisces. And we have the surprise card. Look at that. So a disappointment will be followed by a pleasant surprise. An invitation could bring love to those who are searching. So I do feel that, you know, I do feel like for some of you, you know, this is the disappointment, right? And the moving on, but then look at that pleasant surprise, right? Look at that pleasant energy that comes in with that card. So that's very much what I feel around this. What a nice reading, Pisces. It really is. This was a good one. One day at a time. Take it easy, babies. My little fishies. All right, guys. Well, this was a wonderful evening. As always, thank you so much to everyone who has been here throughout the night and in the chat. Thank you to my moderators for keeping law and order. Or at least trying to. I know how it goes. All right, y'all. Well, have a wonderful night. I'm gonna go fix myself some dinner. Have a good goat dinner. Much love from all us dragons. You're welcome, Nixie. Thank you. You're welcome, David and Gwen HP. Oh, thanks, Lovecraft. Thank you, sweetheart. We'll try to get your reading done as soon as possible. I've got all your birth info. I got your email, so we've got that. Thank you guys for being such an amazing group. You all are wonderful. And that's why I'm so fierce about protecting you guys. That's why I'm so fierce about it. It's like, I'm not going to have wolves coming in here trying to eat my sheeps. The dragon puts her wing out over, you know, over everyone. A wing of protection, you know. They think they're going to get through a fire dragon. They got to guess again. Got to guess again. All right, my darlings. Have a wonderful evening. And I will be back on Sunday. Yes, Super Sunday. We're going to have our Spirit Animal Sunday readings. I will be doing those as always. So join us back here again at on Sunday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is our schedule. We always do our Fire Dragon Friday love readings on Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and we always do our Spirit Animal Sundays on Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Unless otherwise notified. If you see things at that time and there's not a stream going on, check the community tab on my page, because occasionally I take a break. Occasionally I take a break, but usually we're here. All right, my darlings. Have a great evening. Much love and dragon luck to all of you. Have a good time.